This is video 3 of my response to K Wallace 0307's review of the top 5 comic book superhero movies. If you haven't subscribed to K Wallace 0307, I strongly recommend it, not because he's my brother, but because he's really funny. So I hope you enjoy.
God help us all. The world will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."
Now how badass is that? I mean, I've never seen it where a superhero hears the cries of people and his response is, no, I'm not going to save you. I mean, can you imagine Superman or Batman hearing, help me, help me, and what they get, their response is no? I mean, that goes against everything they stand for. But man, I don't know. I feel that's like badass, man. You saying, I'm not gonna save you. In your face. Anyway, Roshank's character just was the highlight of the movie. I mean, the movie story is just awesome, and the chemistry between him and Night Owl is well done. But really, Jackie Earle Haley as Roshank is just awesome. His character is really, without his character, I don't think the movie would have been as awesome. His portrayal was just phenomenal. It kind of reminded me of like The Question, if you've ever read comics or seen Justice League Unlimited and you've seen the episodes with The Question. It kind of reminded me of that, but with, you know, the mask doing all that kind of stuff. It was like great, you know, motion and stuff. I don't know how they did it, but that was awesome. It also reminded me, if you ever read Infinite Crisis, if you Batman became very paranoid, and it kind of reminded me of that. His paranoia in that comic really parallels to that character. Um, the villain was very, I mean, geez, unlike any comic book villain I've ever seen. And the ending just surprised me, really. It was really, really well done. This movie is really recommended. I highly recommend this movie because of Roshink's character, the story, the conclusion. Everything was well done in this movie, and it really deserves a lot of credit for being, uh, you know, people give DC Comics a bad rap saying that they only, other than Batman, they don't really produce anything of note. Well, that's not true at all. This movie proves it, and another movie that's going to be on this list definitely proves it, that anyone who says Marvel movies are the only thing that's good, and DC Comics, the only thing that they can do good is Batman, are all full of shit. And they need to realize that there are good DC comic book movies out there. Just because they got some cruddy ones and disappointing ones like Superman Returns doesn't mean that everything they produce is crap. So just remember that DC Comics can actually come up with good stuff.